On with us from a plane is Nick Kostos, host of You Better You Bet, our Odyssey Sports Betting Insider. Insider Call is presented by BetMGM. Make it legendary. You can catch You Better You Bet on the new Westwood One Sports, weekdays 9 to noon Eastern. What's up, Kostos?
Well, not technically on the plane yet. We're walking through a beautiful San Francisco airport. Got through security in like 3 minutes, so getting ready to come home. Great to be on with you guys.
Wow. Wow, you have TSA pre-check like a grown-up?
You know what? It's so funny. I was talking to someone today, out of the million people I spoke to today, and this will sound like I had Big Cat on my show from Barstool, and we were talking about how I was telling him I see his commercials during Traders on Peacock, and he goes, "How do you not pay for Peacock so you don't have to see commercials?" And it's a great point because I pay for lots of things, but I don't pay for any of the premium streaming packages. And I don't have TSA pre-check, and I can't give you a good answer why.
Well, neither do I, Nick.
Saves you time.
Neither do I.
Saves you time. So,
I'll go out for a $300 dinner, but I won't pay $9 a month for Apple Plus.
Yeah, it's wild. Anyone who doesn't have it, whatever. So how many on a Super Bowl Sunday? How many bets will you have on Sunday?
I would say we will probably get into the double digits by Sunday.
Okay, all right. And you're a big. Do you do any of the silly props, or do you just only have real bets like a pro bettor like you are?
Right. I will have many silly props for sure.
Okay.
And the one thing that I will say for everyone, whenever you place bets, but especially on Super Bowl Sunday when it's the most bet event of the year, is just to bet responsibly, right? Because I bet the coin toss every year. It is a very, very mathematically stupid bet to do that. To pay a vig on something that's literally a 50-50 proposition, but I do it because I enjoy it. I would look at it as an entertainment expense where you go to see a movie, whether you like the movie or don't, you don't get your money back at the end. So please gamble responsibly on Super Bowl Sunday. I'm going to. I'll have a bunch of bets, and I will gamble responsibly. So if I lose, I'll be able to put my head down on the pillow and sleep at night.
So game, it opened at 4.5, and it's pretty much stuck there the whole time. Seattle 4.5 point favorite. Who do you like in the game?
I like Seattle in the game. I think I'm going to bet Seattle. I have not yet. That is my lean is towards the Seahawks. As I just conceptualize the game and talking to a lot of people this week, former players, etc., I think the most likely outcome is that the Patriots are going to have trouble scoring on Seattle's defense. Now, of course, there are outcomes where Sam Darnold turns the ball over 3 or 4 times. That can obviously happen. Green Bay could play great in the game. But you're asking me again, what's the most likely outcome? I think it's that Seattle's defense kind of shoves the Patriots' offense into a locker. So if I had to bet the game the side, I would lay the Seattle Seahawks. I also like the under in the game because the Patriots' defense is not as good as Seattle's defense, but it's very, very good, especially with your guy's old friend Milton Williams on the field. And he's got a chance to be a game wrecker in 2 consecutive Super Bowls, obviously for your Eagles last year against the Chiefs, and now in this one against the Seattle Seahawks. So I think this will be a lower scoring game, maybe call it 24-14 Seattle, somewhere in that range. So Seahawks in the under would be my betting preference in this game for side and total.
Now the props. The props. Are there any that are that we know you're going to bet the coin toss? Are you a tails never fails guy, or did you?
I am. It's scientifically proven. Tails never fails unless it does. But I will have tails for sure for the coin toss. Any
of the props you like the most?
Yeah, I'll give you a couple. I'm going to give a bunch of my props out on my various shows on Sunday, but I'll give you something even better, which is what professional bettors gave me this week. Number 1 would be A.J. Barner over receiving yards, Seattle's tight end. The person who gave that to me, Rob Pizzola, who's a pro bettor who comes on my show every week, not worried about Elijah Arroyo, the rookie out of Miami. Thinks this will be a Barner game for Seattle at the tight end position. So Barner over receiving yards. How about both quarterbacks to throw an interception in the game, both Drake May and Sam Darnold to throw interceptions? I had John Ewing on, who does PR for BetMGM today, and he told me that the most bet prop right now is Kenneth Walker over receiving yards. I actually like the under on Kenneth Walker receiving yards, and that's not just like I'm fading the public sort of thing. I think people are getting really excited by what they saw last with Kenneth Walker in that regard. I would go Kenneth Walker under receiving yards, and if you like Seattle in the game, I would bet JSN to win MVP if you want a little bit of a juicier price getting away from Sam Darnold. And if you really want to get crazy, Rashid Shaheed would be where I would look. The special teams game breaker, if he has a long kick return, has a long reception, he's at a huge price right now to win MVP if you want to get really crazy and you like the Seahawks.
Yeah, I was looking at the MVP stuff earlier. Now, what is, I'm sorry if you mentioned it, what is Jaxon Smith-Njigba at MVP? Is it like plus 500? Is that where it was?
Yeah, somewhere in the range, like plus 500, plus 550, somewhere in that range.
He's an interesting one because it's hard to imagine him winning MVP and Darnold not winning MVP, right?
Well, I mean, you did see, we saw it a couple of years ago with Stafford and Cooper Kupp where, Kupp made the signature play in the game. So, look, if that's going to happen, like, you need to thread a certain needle where, Darnold has a good game, but maybe not 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. Maybe he throws 2 touchdowns, but JSN catches both with 95 receiving yards. Like, that's how you'd get JSN home. It all depends on if you like Seattle in the game. Do you think JSN can have success against New England secondary? And Rich Gannon said to me today that Carlton Davis, the Patriots' second corner, said that they're going to man up Christian Gonzalez on Jaxon Smith-Njigba. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, it's not going to go well for Christian Gonzalez. I think JSN will torch him. So JSN, I think, is probably set up to have a pretty good game here. JSN,
it might be the most open receiver I've ever seen. Every time I watch that team, it's the craziest thing. He's always open.
So Spike, what's interesting about that? I was a couple of receivers this week, but the one that was like the most vociferous about it was Kendrick Bourne, the Niners wide receiver, who I asked him, is JSN the best receiver in the league? And he said, absolutely. I said, better than Chase? Yes. Better than Jefferson? Yes. Better than Puka? Yes. So I think JSN is starting to, and he won Offensive Player of the Year last night at NFL Honors, like starting to earn that reputation, like not just amongst the fans and media, but amongst players as well, as being the number one receiver in the NFL. Now, he's got to go out there and he's got to show up and show out on Sunday. I think he's likely up to the task.
And finally, did you miss us out there? We were right next to each other. The Super Bowl last year, you listened to us sing. I felt like it was a really healthy relationship with us. Did you miss us?
Well, I'll tell you what I didn't like last year at the Super Bowl, which is when I came on with you guys afterwards and you intimated that I was the drunkest person you had ever seen the night that we all went out.
Wow.
Which was absolutely not true. And if it were true, I would be the first one to say it. That was not true. But otherwise, I did miss you and I did enjoy it last year, except for singing Creed at 5 o'clock every day, bleeding through my headphones. Otherwise, it was great.
Well, I think we sang Creed on your show. I came on over, sang Creed on your show too. So,
Well, yes, that was on my show as opposed to on my show through your show.
Well, look, we're the big dogs got to eat. So, all right, well, safe travels, brother, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Wishing you guys and all the great listeners, minimal sweats, winning bets, the absolute very best of luck. And I'm not coming on with you guys next week. Let me know anytime you want to have me on and we can make it happen.
Awesome.
All right,
well,
brother.
Thank you. There he is, the great Nick Kostos, host of You Better You Bet, our Odyssey Sports Betting Insider calls presented by BetMGM. Make it legendary.